fish out of water, it means to say that it is inside the water, it is out of the water. No, it means to say that she felt uncomfortable. Once you start working with these exercises, you will get to know and you will be able to understand what is idioms and phrases. Instead of using very happy, we use the word or the idiom one cloud nine. Hello everyone, I am Babita Tamaya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In my previous session, I had discussed about linkers. In my today's session, I'll be discussing about idioms and phrases. What do you mean by idioms and phrases? An idiom is a phrase, saying, or a group of words that has no literal meaning. What do you mean by idioms and phrases? It means to say that it's a group of words that doesn't have any literal meaning. In other words, an idiom may be defined as an expression peculiar to a language. It is a special phrase whose total meaning is different from individual words in the phrase. So, I've told what are idioms. Let me clear it out by giving an example. So, there is an example like a piece of cake. What do you mean by piece of cake? You mean to say that 1 kilo of cake is kept and you cut and you take a piece of cake. Is it that? No. For example, if anyone asks you, how did you do your examination today? You'll say it was a piece of cake. Why do you say that it was a piece of cake or it is a piece of cake? Because it means to say that it was very easy. Whatever you had studied, whatever the questions you had expected, all those questions was appeared and the paper was very easy where you could attend each and everything. So if anyone or when you come home, your parents might ask, how did you do your examination? You say it was a piece of cake. It means to say that the paper was very easy. Cool as cucumber. Why do you say that cool as cucumber? Now for example, captain, that is the Indian team captain, Dhoni. He is as cool as cucumber. He is a cool captain. It means to say that he is a cool captain. When he is in the stadium, he is as cool as cucumber. Don't take these words as they are. They have inner meaning. They have other functions to perform. Moving on to the next one, hang in there. Hang in there, it means to say that to hang someone there. No, it is not to hang someone there. For example, think that he or she is an athlete and she wants to run 10,000 kilometers or 10,000 meter and she has completed her 9,500 meters. 500 meters is remaining. It is pending. And she might be in the third or the fourth place. And if she wants to come forward or if she wants to win the race, if she wants to run fastly, that she is in the fourth place. If she wants to come to the third or the second place, the one who is watching there, he says that hang in there. It means to say that she is in the trouble. She should run fast to reach the destination. It means to say that hang in there. So I think you might have understood what are idioms and phrases. It is very important in English language. Moving on to the next one. These are the few examples which I have picked from your workbook. Like a fish out of water. Like a fish out of water. It means to say that it is inside the water, it is out of the water. No, it means to say that she felt uncomfortable. So the phrase, the idiom is fish out of water. So instead of using she felt uncomfortable, they have used the idiom like fish out of water. Next one. Abhi passed the exam with flying colors. With flying colors. So he passed his examination with flying colors. So when he has passed, he will fly with the flying colors or what? No, actually it is Abhi passed the examination with high grades, with very good scores or with very good marks. He had passed this examination. So instead of using this word very high grades, they have used the word or the idiom saying that he passed with flying colors. Pooja was on cloud 9 when she was promoted. So on cloud 9, it doesn't mean that from 1, 2, 3 till 9. No, it is not like that. On cloud 9, it refers to very happy. So when she was promoted from one grade to the another grade, she was very happy. So instead of using very happy, we use the word or the idiom one cloud 9. Sarah is the apple of her father's eye. So it means to say that her father loved her so much other than any other person. Loved by her father more than any other person. So for that they use the word like the apple of her father's eye. So she was loved more by her father than any other person in the family. Like this, there are many examples or many exercises with fill in the blanks to work out. I have not given all those things here. You need to understand the idioms and the phrases, and you have to work out the exercises which is there in your workbook. Further, you have few idioms as well as their meanings. So here is this chart with idioms and their meanings. Not only these, there are many other things in your textbook where you have to go through with the textbook or with the workbook. Let me read out these idioms and phrases. To keep one shirt on, to control one's temper. To be under one's thumb, to be under someone's complete control. To have a swollen head, to admire oneself greatly. To blow one's own trumpet, to promise oneself. To praise oneself. To be hand in glove with, to engage in wrongdoing. To be in a soup, to be in trouble. To know A to Z of, to know everything about a subject. To go on a wild goose chase, to be a part of vague activity. To leave no stone unturned, to explore every alternative. Like this, there are many other things in your workbook. Please go through that. You need to know the idiom as well as their meanings. So it is very important as per your examination. When you write your answers, if you use these idioms in your answers, it will be very helpful for you to score a very good marks or a better marks. Moving further, so here is a match the following, that is match the idioms and the phrases. You have the idioms here as well as the phrases here. Looking into the idioms, you need to match these phrases. Let's start with the first one. To look something upon. So the answer might be to admire, to look at with scorn, to search for information. To look something up, it is to search for information. I'll just write the numbers here. I'll name it as 1, 2, 3. The first one, to look something up, to search for information. To look up to, it's to admire. To look down at, to look at with scorn. It is the third one. To let off, to stop others from ignoring ahead, to break up, to await eagerly, to be allowed to go free, to abstract others from work, to be going on, to affect, to tolerate, to irritate, to be very angry. What is the answer for the fourth one? To let off, it is to be allowed to go free. Next one, to hold up, to stop others from going ahead. To knock down, it's to break up. To look forward to await eagerly. And the next one, to put off someone, to obstruct others from work, to be going on, to affect, to tolerate, to irritate. To put off someone, to irritate. To put up with, to tolerate. To serate, you have the words here, to obstruct others from work, to be going on, to affect, to be very angry. To see red, to be very angry. To be in full swing, to be going on. To get in one's way, to obstruct others' work. So to tell upon, it is to affect. So these are few idioms and phrases. You have many examples and many exercises to work. You need to work out from your articulation textbook. So once you get into the workbook, once you start working with the exercises, you will get to know about the idioms and the phrases. And many a times you need to find the dictionary also. You need to know the meaning of these words from the dictionary. So once you start reading this, once you start working with these exercises, you will get to know and you will be able to understand what is idioms and phrases. That's all about idioms and phrases. Have a good day. Thank you.